Hello and welcome back to
Welcome back.
Norwich Internationals, episode 5.
5 weeks in.
Yeah, 5 weeks in. Where I think, I'm really glad about how this podcast is going so far. It's very, very fun to do.
Yeah.
Definitely. To start off today, I'd first of all like to say happy birthday to you.
Oh, thanks.
Justin's birthday was yesterday.
Yeah, big 22.
22. Love that Taylor Swift song.
Yeah.
Are you a Swiftie?
No. I'm going to get killed on the street now.
Yeah. You gotta be a Swiftie. Yeah, so today we have some homemade popcorn and you brought some, what is it, plum wine?
Yes, I bought some plum wine to kind of celebrate my birthday, I guess. It was yesterday, my birthday, on the 15th of Feb.
Yeah.
And today is the 16th.
Exactly, yeah.
So I'm just opening the plum wine seal right now for the audio listeners.
Yeah. Maybe while you're opening it, we can talk about our weeks. How has your week been so far?
Well, again, I had my birthday yesterday. That was pretty much the highlight of the week.
Fair enough.
Pretty good. Enough. I woke up with a sore throat, pretty much.
Ooh.
I had a lot of food and sweets. Just after I said I'm gonna eat less sugar.
Yeah. Well, it's a birthday, right?
Exactly.
So
that's why
you kind of get to eat sweets all day.
Every day is like I'll start tomorrow.
To be honest, that's me with my swimming. My New Year's resolution was to go swimming twice a week. I haven't been in, I want to say like 3-4 weeks. Mainly because I just can't be asked. And I keep telling myself tomorrow's the day. Today I said next week I'll do it. And I really want to do it. So
hang on. Oh, it's one of those seals.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna put the mic towards it.
Let's do some
ASMR
opening.
Oh,
that was satisfying. Yeah, so highlight of the week was your birthday.
Yeah.
Nice.
I went to the pub with my friends in the afternoon. That's part 1 of my birthday. And just had a quick drink, and then pretty much at night it was the highlight of the day. I went to Kimchi, which is a local
Asian
Korean soul food place, and
it's quite nice.
It's quite cozy atmosphere in there, as well as they cook quite nice like soul food, as I would like to describe it.
Yeah, it really is soul food. Yeah, that's true.
Had a lot of chicken. So we had 5 people in total that night.
Yeah.
We shared 2 large chicken and pretty much each got a bowl of rice. We also have some kimchi pancake as well as what's it called? Drinks, basically.
Yeah.
I had like a grape drink. Like it's
like a grape soda kind of thing.
It's not a soda. It's like a grape juice, but then inside there's actual grapes in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's pretty good. I like
cool.
the actual fruit being in it.
It's like this plum wine here with the
Except
plums.
I don't eat the plum, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
You could if you want to, but
did you eat the grapes?
Yeah, of course. It's in the drink. It's supposed to be eaten.
Okay. Makes sense.
And then afterwards we went to gelato place and we just had like
dessert,
yeah. But then
ice cream.
I went through 2/3 of my milkshake and I just died. Because like that thing was so sweet.
It's a lot of sugar,
Yeah.
Definitely.
And then this morning I had to wake up to go to lectures at 9 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
And I mean, I woke up with a sore throat, but I'm happy I get to spend the day. You can tell my energy level is kind of low because last night.
Yeah.
But
that's fine.
I got a present, which is like a hat, and then a May reference hat.
Okay.
I really loved it a lot, but yeah, I mean, I just like to have it chill for my birthday.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I think once you hit a certain age, you're over all those like big birthday parties, and you really just like a chill night, or a chill dinner with friends.
Get together.
Yeah. Exactly. Like that's how I'm probably gonna do it for my birthday. May is just gonna have a chill time with some friends. See what happens. But yeah.
How's your day?
My day's been quite fine. Nothing special happened. I just went to work as normal. My week, I'd say the highlight of my week is tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
So tomorrow I'm going to London all day to watch a show with one of my good friends. That he bought me tickets last year for my birthday.
You talked about last week briefly.
Yeah, I did briefly. The show called Hades Town, Greek mythology and stuff. So international.
But how long ago again?
What?
A year ago you had to buy tickets.
So a year ago, my friend bought tickets. You don't necessarily need to buy them that.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just
early.
that competitive.
No. So there's another show I can talk about where my family got tickets a year in advance because that's only when they were available. But the show tomorrow, I'm actually looking forward to. I've been obsessed with the music for a while, so it'll be really cool to see it live on stage. And the cool thing is I'm seeing the original London cast. So it's like quite authentic, you know. It's quite nice to see the original cast.
Yeah.
But this other show, do you know the show Hamilton?
Yeah, of course. Everyone knows Hamilton.
Okay. So my family wanted to go see it. But back at the time, it was still fresh, still new. Like it was very much, you had to buy tickets in advance. And it was like I think it was like a lottery system where you had to like be in a queue and everything.
Oh wait, be in the queue or just what do you mean lottery system?
I don't know if lottery is the right word, but like
you gotta queue up, fight for it basically.
You queue up and fight for it, yeah.
Okay, like a concert.
Kind of, yeah. And tickets go so fast. So we were quite lucky to get, I mean, we're a family of 4, so getting 4 tickets is not the easiest. Like two tickets like tomorrow, pretty fine, pretty easy. But four tickets all next to each other is quite hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I remember my mom was like basically booked a year in advance.
Yeah.
For London.
It's crazy.
Which is very crazy, yeah.
Oh, I have a fair share of like fighting for tickets. I'm pretty good at it actually.
Yeah.
I would say I'm a kind of a veteran of shit when it comes to
you
fighting
mean
tickets.
Concert tickets?
Just any tickets. Okay, I gotta tell you this. So, Elise is into K-pop, and K-pop tickets are really hard to buy.
Yeah,
especially like people like BTS, Twice, whatever. I think I managed to buy 3 different tickets for her. Oh, he's choking. Let's give him some time.
Choked on water. Sorry, guys.
Are you done?
Yeah.
he's not done.
Or not. We can cut this out in post.
No. Leave it in.
We'll see.
So I managed to buy 3 different groups.
Yeah.
I'm sure you heard of Blackpink.
Yeah.
So I bought her Blackpink tickets once. I bought her Twice tickets once.
Yeah.
And now I bought her Stray Kids tickets, which again, quite fairly popular group.
Yeah.
And knowing K-pop people, there's the bunch of people who would buy and resell them. Those assholes. And then there's people who genuinely wants to go. But like I remember for the Blackpink one, we were looking at it. Tickets go up to about 300 to 400 pounds, and you're not even in the pit. You're literally like a seat. A seat can cost you like a 300, 400 pounds. And I managed to buy her a 130-ish pounds ticket, which is fairly cheap for when it comes to normal price or reselling, basically.
Yeah. I mean, I'd say I'm quite good in getting cheap tickets. I mentioned before I saw Elton John when he was here in Norwich, and like I paid like 70 or 80 quid.
Yeah,
and the people next to me and behind me paid like 400 for the right seats. So somehow I got these really cheap tickets. I don't really know how that happened, but I won't complain. Like Elton John's 70 quid is quite a good price.
Yeah,
I mean, you basically heard the whole concert anyway from your room, but
so I got it for free.
yeah, I mean, yeah,
from
the comfort of your own home.
Yes,
but yeah, no, I do gotta say I love concerts and shows and stuff.
I've got more. Funny enough, concert tickets aren't the hardest ones I've came through. Like,
Okay, you mean like
not the hardest ones I fought for.
Yeah.
There's harder ones which I've achieved and which I'm more proud of myself. So a good trick is when you're fighting online, get an Ethernet cable. I realize that's like get you ahead of the game basically.
Yeah, it helps you so much.
When I went to Japan, I've got two different stories to tell.
Okay.
So in our itinerary, we plan to go to these themed cafes. So I'm sure people heard of Pokemon Cafe.
Yeah.
As well as like there's a Kirby Cafe.
Kirby Cafe, yeah, I was just gonna say.
So they have this really specific booking system. You have to you book 1 month in advance.
Okay.
But it can only be 1 month in advance, like exactly 1 month.
Oh, so it has to be down to the day.
So the Pokemon one is easier than Kirby. The Pokemon one, let's say today is the 16th of February.
Yeah.
If I am going to Japan and in Tokyo, let's just say.
Yeah.
And I'm planning to go on the 16th of March.
Yeah.
Then I book today. But Japan time 8 p.m. I think.
Okay.
So basically, if I want to go on the 17th of March, I can only book it tomorrow on the 17th of February.
Okay.
So it's like 1 month, like it's
exactly 1 month in advance. Yeah.
And they open the website at a certain time it's a specific time each day. So that I was because my trip was in Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, blah blah blah. So I was only in Tokyo for 6 days.
Yeah.
For the whole trip, and it's like slashed into 2 parts as well.
Yeah.
So I was kind of limited in my choice of when to go. I tried for 4 days, and then I finally did it in the 5th day.
Yeah.
I was in Tokyo, and it took me 4 to 5 tries.
Yeah.
But I had experience in booking the Pokemon Cafe, so I was fairly confident with that.
Yeah.
But the hardest one I've been through, which I'm so lucky I am able to got it, is the Kirby Cafe one. So they have this really specific specific booking system.
Yeah.
Every month on the 10th at 10 a.m. UK time, something in Tokyo time.
Yeah.
They would open the booking time for the rest of the month.
Yeah.
So let's just say I book today. No, let's just say in March 10th, I'm booking. At 10 a.m. they open the booking website.
Yeah.
And then you can only book from April 1st to the last day of April.
Okay. So 1 month.
Yeah. At that specific time, like on the 10th of each month, you can book the next month.
Okay.
And then once they open the website, it usually crashes.
Yeah, because a lot of people are trying to get on
Imagine there's about 20-ish, 25-ish slots each day.
Yeah.
And again, for the span of 30 days, let's say. So that's about 750-ish.
Something like that. Yeah.
750 slots, all gone within 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So I managed to get the specific time I wanted.
Yeah. Well done.
I got it. I was literally shaking on the day.
Because
I only had one shot.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Not like the Pokemon, because I only had one shot.
Yeah.
If I failed, I'm gonna have to wait for the next month, which I'm not in Japan at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had one shot. I got it after I felt like calamity. I'm just thinking about it makes me shake right now.
It's okay. Stop shaking. I'm here for you.
But I remember I literally had 4 tabs open trying to queue up on like all my devices. I even called my friend up to fight for me.
Yeah.
And then I had to have my name typed. And it's kind of weird. They need like a Japanese phone number as well.
Oh, okay,
and I don't have at the time. So a good trick is you can use your hotel's number.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But then you also need your name in Japanese. So it's a lot of research, a lot of prep before the toll even starts.
Yeah.
So I literally have everything listed, my email, my time slot I had in mind. I have a backup plan. I had my Japanese, my name in Japanese like typed down, and then I have everything just sorted. I open like a notes page, and then I'm ready to press Command C and Command V in speed.
Just to do it as fast as possible. Yeah.
So it kind of scared me a bit because when I did the Kirby Cafe one, you're supposed to get a confirmation email about it, but but then I haven't received it for the week, so I got scared.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, well, I'm actually scared whether whether I actually did book it or not.
Yeah.
But I translated the page that I screenshotted when I finished the reservation. Apparently their email system were down at the time, so that scared me a bit, and that gave me a bit of relief. So we ended up going. Everything was smooth.
That's good.
And it was just good.
Nice.
And then I've got another one that's quite hectic. Universal Studio.
Okay.
Which oh my god. So you can book. This one is a bit more free. You can book any time of the month, like any time.
Okay.
But depending
to go to Universal Studios. Yeah.
But depending on the day, which day, for example, if it's peak season, your ticket will be a bit more expensive.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. But they have it like they have 5 different like categories in terms of how peak the time is.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to go to Super Nintendo Land.
Okay.
That's literally the whole point.
You said this to me.
That was literally the whole point of going there, right? But there's 2 kind of tricks you can do. You can book you can do the fast pass ticket, which is gonna cost you quite a hefty amount as well.
Yeah.
But there's so many different plans of tickets. Like some are like area time. Like there's so many categories. It gets you mixed up. You really have to understand the system in order to actually get to the right, places at the right time. So there are different packages. For example, you can play 7 attractions, but they will assign a time for you.
Yeah, exactly.
So for example, in the morning, 10 a.m., you go to this. You're allowed to go to this area to play this game.
Okay.
And you're basically working on a schedule that they give to you.
Okay. So they basically dictate when you do what.
I really wanted to control what I wanted to book, but so what happens is you need. It's so annoying. If you go to the official, Japan website and you buy it on the official website, you need a Japanese credit card, which we didn't have. So
really? Okay.
Like you're able to on that website, you're able to choose.
Yeah.
What times or what kind of packages you would want to go for. But we don't have a Japanese card. So the second most popular is you've heard of Klook.
Yeah, I have.
So Klook is the pretty much go-to website for everyone to book that ticket.
Yeah, okay.
But the only annoying thing is they assign the time for you, so you can't even choose.
What do you mean? Oh, the time you go and visit.
Yeah. So you can't even choose what time you want to visit.
That doesn't really make sense though, does it? Because they could be giving you a time that you don't really need or can do.
So it is a gamble.
It is.
I very luckily, because I had my battle plan planned out.
Yeah.
There's a water show at about 2 p.m. There's a kind of like a parade thing at 11.
Yeah.
So I specifically really wanted to go to Nintendo Land day and night.
Okay.
So thank God I got 5 p.m. entry to Super Nintendo World.
Yeah.
So let me just clarify. Super Nintendo World is inside of Universal Studio, also a Harry Potter world, but they're inside the studio, but
they're their own thing.
They're separate areas.
Okay.
So because it gets so crowded, you usually need a area time ticket.
Okay.
To go to that area.
Yeah.
So if you don't have it, some people can't even enter that area, even though you're in the park and it's like,
Yeah.
So you have another choice, except like other than buying the fast pass, you could on like at a very early morning, you go in on your app.
Yeah.
And you quickly choose what time you want to go to which place. And if you're lucky enough, you get one. If you're unlucky enough and everyone already like take up the slots, then you just don't go.
You're out of luck.
Yeah. So I was really lucky because I did my homework as well, right?
Yeah.
I went there. I woke up 5 a.m. for this, and I'm not joking.
Just to book this.
No, I woke up 5 a.m. to go to Universal
To
Studio
go to that. Yeah. Okay.
at 7. Like to arrive there at 7.
Yeah.
We ended up leaving it around 8 p.m. We
So
played more than 12.
You spent the whole day there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense with these like amusement parks though.
I am quite a fighter, but again, like on Japanese holidays, called the Golden Week,
Yeah.
5 a.m. the queue to the park is already out of the, like, it's like from the gate.
Yeah.
The queue is so long, it's out of the park entrance.
Oh wow. Okay.
At 5 a.m., some people camp there. It's crazy.
Yeah.
These people
It reminds me of like some people camping for concerts and stuff as well, or like for say a new comic book in the comic book store or whatever. Yeah, that's crazy though.
But yeah, I was so lucky enough that in the morning I got an area time ticket for the morning to go into Nintendo Land.
Yeah.
So if you're early enough, you actually don't need a ticket.
Okay.
What we did was I jogged there because you're not supposed to run in the amusement park.
Yeah.
So I jogged there. And I was able to get in there for free, but I got the area time ticket just to be in insurance if they do stop me when I was there. So I got in the morning. I played the attraction, which I didn't have a fast pass for, which is Yoshi's Adventure. Really cool ride. You kind of sit in the Yoshi, and you see a really nice view of the whole park.
Oh, okay.
And
is it like high up or is
it's quite high up?
Yeah.
Because I have an area time ticket for the Mario Kart challenge, so I wasn't worried about that. But I ran in there. Waiting time was 20 minutes. But they do a good job because they give you these power-up bands, which you can buy for $40. It is quite expensive, but I think it elevates the whole experience of the park because there's a lot of hidden stuff that you can interact with the power-up band.
Okay.
I got the Luigi one, and I think Elise got the Yoshi one. There's sort of like I'm sure you've seen stories. They're like those question blocks. You can actually hit it and it interacts with your band.
I saw in your story, I think. Yeah.
And in the Universal app as well, you can kind of count how many points or coins you've collected.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it's just really cool. Like
so it's very like
immersive,
interactive, immersive. Yeah. That sounds great. Yeah.
Pretty fun. And then at night, because I wanted to see the night view as well.
Yeah.
So we proceed to go in at like 5 p.m. Play Mario Kart afterwards. I just stay there for like an extra couple of hours just to see the night scene. Yeah. And I swear to you, at that time I felt like I haven't slept in 2 days, but it was so worth it.
Was it nice?
Oh yeah, it was really nice. Yeah. But those are some of my tickets fighting stories.
Yeah, no, cool. You know, there's this adventure park near Norwich called like Roar Dinosaur Adventure Park or something. It looks like it's made for kids, but I think it'd be a funny trip, you know, to do just for the fun of it. While we're still in Norwich. Yeah, this is your small reminder that you're graduating soon. How do you feel about being done soon?
Oh yeah,
Are you nervous, excited?
I'm a bit sad.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, naturally, you'd be sad. If
of course, your time's coming
after
to
such
an
a
end.
long time.
Yeah.
I've been here for 7 years now. And
you mean in the UK?
Yeah. And I talked about last time saying, well, I think it's time to go home. Yeah.
Yeah, you said.
I've been thinking about it a lot. Kind of like I'm starting to reminiscence of like the stuff, right? Funny enough, I was listening to this Chinese song. And like it sounded really sentimental, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like I can just imagine myself in the video where like at the end of the song, I close the door and then fades to black, and then I leave the UK for good.
Yeah.
But it's been a really interesting kind of journey.
Yeah.
I've met a lot of interesting souls, lots of well, I wouldn't say all good, but
Me? No.
But there's a lot of bumps as well.
Yeah.
But I've been here. I practically grew up and matured here. Just It's funny really when you look back and then just to reflect on the how much you've changed as a person.
Yeah, I think we've both matured through our time at uni and through being away from home.
Even if it's a short 3 to 4 years.
Yeah, I mean, this is my fourth year, but like 4 years ago, I was not this independent. I was not like...
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, this kind of thing.
4 years ago, I would, sneak down to London and just do whatever, but now I don't find the motivation to even go to the train station.
Well, yeah. No, but it's just recently I've been kind of thinking about how quickly time moves. And there's a saying that... when you're a kid, time goes by so slow, but then as you get older, time goes by faster and faster. And the more and more I grow up, or the older I get, the more I think that's true. Like as a kid, I'm sure you know those like long car rides and where you'd always ask, are we there yet? Exactly. Versus now, it's like, where has the time gone? It's already mid-Feb.
Yeah.
And it's already 2024. It's crazy. So Justin's just pouring the plum wine.
Plum wine's one of my favorite alcohol, actually.
How much percentage is in it? Just out of curiosity.
14.5.
Okay, so it's similar to normal wine.
They vary in percentage,
Smells
obviously. Nice. Oh yeah, it's one of my reasons of why I like this alcohol a lot. It's because it's sweeter.
Yeah,
it's not like
it's not bitter.
White wine. It's not like white wine where it's like you actually enjoy the taste rather than. I think this is one of the alcohols where I enjoy the taste rather than just to drink. If you get what I mean.
In Germany we have this drink called Schnapps. I'm sure you've heard of Schnapps.
Isn't lemonade? What is it?
Well, no, it's made with different fruits. The one they sell here in the UK is peach schnapps. It's also like a sweet drink. But my grandma actually some years ago, I think 2 years ago or something, made some plum like schnapps or garden fruit schnapps basically, and it's the smell of this kind of reminds me of that. Yeah, like a nice sweet. Thing. I think schnapps is higher in percentage than like this, but still a nice drink.
Yeah, this is one of the alcohols where I enjoy.
Yeah.
Cheers. To being 22.
Yeah, true. I'm also 22. Don't remind me that my birthday's coming up. I'm not ready to turn 23. May.
May what?
May 21st.
Take notes, everyone.
Yeah, exactly. I want all the birthday wishes.
Expecting 1,000 comments.
Yes. Comment on the YouTube video. And also comment on today's YouTube video.
Oh, God.
For Justin.
For me.
What just happened to my voice?
What?
Do you not hear?
Yeah, I heard. You guys want to hear some ASMR? Hang on.
Wow. Popcorn. It's not bad popcorn.
It's good.
For homemade popcorn. Yeah, I mean, do you have any plans for the upcoming week? Anything special going on this next week?
Actually, my whole week is free next week.
Oh, wow, nice.
Because it's interchange week, which means year 2.
Okay.
They are getting their assignment marked.
Yeah.
So we have because the lecturers need to mark their stuff, so we get a week free to basically work or chill, do whatever you want.
Catch up on what you need to do. Yeah, I mean, I texted you before you came over for this. I am working on a presentation I need to give on Monday. So basically we had these lab meeting presentations where one person from the group or like a few people from the group present their work, like what they've been up to, what they've been doing and stuff. So I'm doing that next Monday. So I've been kind of preparing that, trying to get everything together. The hard bit is it is only 15 minutes I get, which might sound long, but it's not long when you're talking about like data and science and everything you've done. Yeah. Because I've done quite a bit. So yeah, I've been working on that today. But then yeah, that's next Monday. Next Wednesday, I'm seeing another show here in Norwich, 6 musical. I don't know. I think I mentioned it last time as well. It's about King Henry VIII's wives. Because he had 6 wives, right? Do you know much about King Henry?
No.
Do you know who King Henry is?
I've heard of the name.
So King Henry is like was the main king of England. Who I think maybe fact check me on this, but I think he like broke England from the church.
Okay.
And he had 6 wives. And there's this whole story about them because it goes divorced, beheaded, died, divorced, beheaded, survived. So his first wife he divorced, his second wife he beheaded, his third wife died in labor, like giving birth. His fourth wife he divorced again, his fifth wife he beheaded again, and then his sixth wife is the one that like survived and basically outlived him until he died. And this musical basically tells their story from the view of those wives, instead of how it's known a lot as the view of him and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm doing some English British history lessons. Well, they're not really history lessons, but
talking about giving birth, actually, it's weird.
You've given birth recently?
Well, yesterday as well, but in my toilet, I've gave birth to multiple.
We don't need to know that. We don't need to know that. I'm cutting that out. I'm cutting that out.
No.
So giving birth.
Yeah, I've been watching J-drama recently. Well, I finished it actually.
Yeah.
And it's actually about giving birth. The show's called Dr. Storks on Netflix at the moment.
Storks make sense because of the whole how babies arrive. And
it's quite it's funny because I've never seen so many childbirth in a day or like in the span of 2 weeks. I finished the show in 2 weeks basically.
Yeah.
There's about 22 episodes. But
22 episodes and you took 2 weeks. Okay.
Yeah. And
how long is
one
an
episode's like 40 to an hour.
That's not too bad, yeah.
So it's you learn a lot.
Yeah.
Even though it's a drama, I think it's kind of an educational thing.
Yeah.
Like obviously they have their own plot going on, but it also shows you a lot of like different things that you would go through as a childbirth, like the different issues that particularly comes up. For example, there's a lot of moral kind of questions you got to ask. For example, there was one scene where it's like really heartbreaking because a woman, which is looking forward to giving birth, got into a car crash.
Okay.
And I think she was having some like she wasn't conscious, but they literally had to tell the husband, save the baby or save the mother.
Okay, yeah.
So
that kind of situation.
Yeah, so it's really hard.
That's tough, yeah.
And then there's also another situation where this mother, I think, I'll raise two kind of two scenarios to you. I'm curious to what you think.
Okay.
So you're not you, but you're having a child.
Yeah.
But
or your wife or whatever.
Yeah. But it's gonna be in child with disability and it's gonna be like autistic.
Yeah.
Not autistic, but I don't know, is it? But some form of disability.
Yeah.
Or Down syndrome, that's the word, yeah. Down syndrome.
Yeah. Trisomy 21, yeah.
Yeah. But you have the choice to abort it. So, what would you choose?
That's a tough question. My gut instinct, which I want to follow in this, is don't abort it. Yes, it might have trisomy 21, Down syndrome, or any other disability, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. So, this is me now, like with the scientist's hat on.
Okay, yeah.
I think you shouldn't abort it because there's actual evidence, I think, that shows that people with Down syndrome or something have different types of intelligence. And
I also heard that they are, well, according to numbers, they're genuinely happier than most people.
Exactly. There's something in the wiring of the brain that releases more dopamine, so they feel more happy. So really, if I had to choose, and if my wife had a kid, and my future wife, whenever, if she had a kid and that kid we know has Down syndrome, I'd still care for the kid. I'd still love that kid no matter what. The other option of looking at it is currently, since there's so many advancements in gene editing technologies.
Oh, you can. You can edit that even.
In theory, yes. I mean, you know about the genetically modified babies in China. A few years ago.
I've heard. Yeah.
You can basically do that. It's right now like ethically very.
Yeah, it's
hard
a really.
Stuff. It's a very gray topic to talk about. But I think in 10, 20, 30 years, that could also change, and in theory you could be able to delete those mutations and stuff.
But there's also like a thought where you're going against Mother Nature. You get what I mean?
Of course, but
that's an interesting way of like looking.
That's exactly. That's the other debate. How feasible is that? Like, do you just let Mother Nature take its course and produce a baby with Down syndrome, or do you use CRISPR or other gene editing technologies to erase that mutation and have what I'll call normal child, even though a child with disability can still be normal. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a big debate, and I think it's a debate that's going on a lot in the world of science. I mean, there was a lot of controversy around that whole genetically modified babies in China.
Well, even with abortion as well.
Yeah, abortion is widely debated.
But I think, look, I'm also kind of, I see both points as well. But
what would you do?
I'm actually going with the abort side.
Okay, why?
Again, I'm not into science, so I can't have a say in technology, blah blah blah.
I mean,
but as a personal point of view, you might get bullied. Like, I don't want that
for your kid.
Yeah, for your kid. Like, it's good to think optimistically, but you also gotta think about the caution and stuff.
No, of course, I get that. Yeah.
So, even though that. Yes, people are more accepting now. You put more care into every little disability or just kind of like stuff that needs to be helped. I still think that there's always going to be like this kind of discrimination, even though it's not said it out. If you get what I mean. So,
that's your opinion. If I were to say, okay, we have the technology to delete that mutation or whatever in your baby, and your baby won't no longer will have Down syndrome, would that change your answer?
I think so. Yeah. If it
would you be more down to, just let Mother Nature run its course because I don't want to interfere with my baby?
Well, I think in this case, I would, if I can edit, obviously I want the best to have a little guy who could pick himself up and just be normal like the other people.
Yeah.
Again, there's a lot of people who is not gonna like the answer, but I think, having a normal life and not having to live with something that's gonna burden you is one thing. But I was also gonna say, like, as a parent, it could also be harder as well
to have a kid with
Down
a disability.
Because you obviously gotta cater them a lot more. Like, you got to take care of them.
Yeah, it's not easy for anyone, I think.
Yeah, and when you think about it, like, parents, they also have a soul. They have a life.
Yeah.
So, that kind of, like, balance in terms of work as well as, like, home, it can put more burden on the parents as well.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a general overview, which I think I'm going to lean more to the abort side.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. That's your opinion.
I'm not sure if it's more likely that you're going to have if you have another kid, is it more likely to have Down syndrome? Does it work like that? Or is it just a one-time thing?
I don't fully remember right now. I'm not at work, so my science brain is switch off. But
sorry.
No. So like it's a mutation, right? It's so Down syndrome is when in your chromosomes you have one extra chromosome in your 21 out of 24 out of 23 chromosomes.
It's not an even number, right?
No, it's 23.
Oh, okay.
You have 23 pairs of chromosomes.
Oh, pairs. So with an extra one.
In total, you have 46.
Yeah, but 47.
Trisomy 21 is 46 plus 1.
Yeah, exactly. So odd number is not right then.
So have you ever seen a karyotype?
You mean the
things with the like maps with the
little... I saw, yeah.
So that tells you 1 through 23, the different pairs. And what Down syndrome is that on your number 21, pair 21, you don't just have 2 chromosomes, but you have a third one. So it looks like that, basically, whereas all the others look like 2.
They all kind of look like X's. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Kind of. I forgot what I was saying.
Anyways,
so yeah, that's trisomy 21. What were we saying? What were you saying?
Well, I've got a different scenario as well from the show.
Yeah.
So I've heard that. Okay, scenario number 2.
Yeah.
Your child has Down syndrome. Again, there are some forms of disability.
Okay.
They're gonna have like difficulty breathing even.
Okay. Yeah. Serious.
It's pretty serious.
Yeah.
But due to the mother's nature, can't be helped. She can only give birth once because they need to. What's it called when you snip it? Hysterectomy. Vasectomy.
Vasectomy is when guys get their balls.
What's the other one? Like, is it remove? I think it's remove the uterus.
Oh, like shedding of the uterus.
Yeah, I think because of some form of, I don't know, like something about that.
What are you trying to say? The mother can only give birth once.
She can, because they're gonna remove her whole uterus due to like some other reasons.
Like cancer or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so some form of disease that affects your uterus.
Yeah, I remember now. So she is having the baby.
Yeah.
But she has cancer. So you're given the choice where you give birth to a premature baby, which is highly likely to have some form of disability, or you wait a bit longer so the baby can develop longer in your womb, but then your cancer will probably get worse. And then to the point where it might not. What
would I do is your question.
So would you, as a father, let's just say, what decision would you make?
That's a hard one.
Exactly. These are like the show is meant to make it hard.
Yeah, no, it's good to discuss this because it helps us learn about each other's opinions. For that, I must say I have like a unique perspective. So I myself was quite premature. 9 weeks.
Your birth.
Yeah, when I was born 9 weeks premature.
Okay.
So that's 2 months and a week, which is quite a while.
Yeah, it is 2 months.
2 months and 1 week. So I was tiny and stuff. But now look at me, I'm a normal human being, right? Yeah. It could have been that I had some form of disability, and I don't. So that I think gives me a unique perspective because, yes, things can go wrong with premature babies.
Yeah.
But I'd say I'm one of the examples where things can go right, and things are fine.
But still, you're bearing that risk if you get what I mean.
Yeah, it's a risk, but it's a risk I'm willing to take because, well, it's a dilemma, right? Because it's both situations aren't great. Either you have a baby that can get a disability or in worst case scenario die.
Yeah.
Or you have a mother that has cancer, and if she keeps the baby in the womb, that cancer progresses and the mother could potentially die.
Yeah, so it's kind of hard, really.
But what I'm trying to say is that the mother, if she keeps the baby in the womb and she develops cancer, like her cancer gets worse, metastasizes, grows and proliferates and stuff. but she still carries the baby,
Yeah.
there's a risk of losing the mom and the baby.
Yeah.
Because in those situations, you're not always able to rescue either
I've
the
seen
mom or
how
the baby.
crazy. I've seen how crazy like these doctors work.
Yeah, it's crazy. Whereas if it is a risk saving the
baby for the
like it's a risk when you give birth premature. But if that in any way would reduce the risk of the cancer growing and you losing both, then
the loss will be more, basically.
Yeah, the loss will be more if the mother keeps the baby. It's a very hard thing you're saying here, and it's a very like deep thing to think about. It's a good thing to think about, but I mean, let's hope that
exactly.
We never need to think like that. But I think I'd say
even if it's
premature birth.
Even if it's a drama, like it really makes you question your own morality and what kind of
exactly
you're
what decision you would make. What decision would you make in that case?
Yeah, I think I'll do the same as you. I don't want to lose my partner.
Yeah,
because I hate to say this, but you can always go for a second try, and when it comes to having another kid.
Yeah, I mean, best case scenario, your partner, the mother, recovers. Her cancer, she's in remission, the cancer is fine, and you can try again. You can have another baby.
Yeah.
It sounds bad because I mean a baby.
It's a human life. It's a human life.
Yeah. See, this is all ethics, and it's a long discussion, and it's a ongoing discussion, and it's something that as a scientist I need to be hyper aware of, even with my current work. Like, there's a lot of ethics around it.
Yeah. In the show, the doctors have to make most decisions.
Yeah.
In terms, like, they have to make, like, the mom's unconscious and they have to make the decision for the moms.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the hardest thing ever for a doctor, because the doctor has to pick, has to make a decision that
and if you
saves most people, and sometimes that might be
a wrong decision.
But to them at the time it's the right decision. It's a very hard thing, but yeah, what I'm saying is this ethics debate is very ongoing. I didn't expect you to bring this up, but
no, I just think it's a really interesting show, honestly.
Yeah. It's a good thing to think about and talk about.
There's also this is less of a emergency kind of thing, but it helps me it really helps me understand a mother's mind a bit more, because some mothers would prefer, let's just say, giving birth in the nursery home, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like,
or at home.
Yeah, or in the water bath.
Yeah.
So in order to feel like more, it's an actual childbirth. Like, some people, obviously, if it's inevitable, you have to go through C-section or whatever.
Yeah.
But a lot of mother decides to go with the pain because it feels like you're more connected to your child.
Maybe,
it's actually the meaning of giving birth, Some people would like to give birth in the comfort of their own home because it feels like it's more meaningful. But there's also this situation, if anything goes wrong, then you're going to have to go to a hospital, and it's going to take more time and risk more just in case.
Exactly.
So it's a lot of these small things where you don't think about, but it helps you understand. So I think this show is truly amazing in like kind of demonstrating, again, as a drama, there's like these kind of like drama elements, but at the same time, I've learned so much term as well as just kind of issues. Like, for example, giving birth, the baby's like whole body is twisted in a different way, and you have to do a lot of like different stuff, and it just makes you learn a lot. And there's one thing I learned a lot of like terms as well, but then it's kind of funny because there's this one term, like an emergency C-section, to prevent the kid from dying. But I forgot the English term, but in Japanese or Chinese, I guess, it spells out 帝王死戰期 something. I'll directly translate it. It's like the Emperor's Death Battle Emergency Cutting.
Okay.
So it's such a dramatic name, but
Yeah.
it's like an emergency C-section.
Do you think you got more respect for your mom after watching that show?
I have a brother, so given like how well, it's a miracle when it comes to childbirth, you know.
Yeah.
But
Are you the older?
Yeah, I am the older
Okay.
brother, but I'm not sure if how I was born actually.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I don't even remember how my brother was born because we're only 4 years apart. So
Do you remember when he was born?
my memory is really fuzzy. Like one day I just got a little brother. It's how I remembered it.
Yeah, I mean, you were young at the time.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
I don't remember being like, oh, my mom's developing another child. It's more like, oh, my brother just turned out.
Yeah. No, fair. Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah, it's crazy. Shall we take a quick break?
Yeah, also good discussions.
Yeah, that was a nice chat. Cool. We'll see you guys after the break. See ya. Bye bye. We're gonna have dinner soon, bro.
I just bit my fucking lip. Look.
Yeah, good job.
It's red.
Oh shit. You're bleeding.
Don't eat popcorn, kid.
He's bleeding.
Don't eat popcorn.
Yeah.
I say don't eat popcorn as I proceed to eat popcorn.
Exactly. Good job. Good job. All right. Shall we do this?
Yep.
And start.
Itakimashita. Bikurimashon. Do the clap.
Yeah, and we'll start with this.
Yep.
Ready?
Yep.
Welcome back to the second half.
Well, welcome back.
Why are you sleeping, huh?
I don't know.
Are you tired?
Taking a nap.
You tired?
Yeah.
Cool. We'll chat a bit more and then we'll call it a night.
Oh, if anyone's wondering, I've got this tangerine on the table.
Yeah.
I went to the Chinese supermarket to buy the plum wine, and they just said, well, being the person who I am, I keep telling people that it's my birthday yesterday. Yeah. They gave me a free tangerine or mandarin. And then today when I went to lunch, I actually go to a spot in the market and I told them, yeah, yesterday was my birthday.
Yeah.
So they're forced to give me a free lunch.
Oh.
So my
What place was it?
Falafel.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you worked for them, so.
Yeah. But the funny thing is,
I'm just gonna open this while you talk.
Yeah. So the funny thing is, I think last year on my birthday, I just went around town to claim all the free stuff I can.
Wow.
Like chopsticks, you get like a free small box on your birthday, or like
really?
7 days after, like within 7 days as well.
Yeah.
And Costa would actually give you a drink as well. So I'm just enjoying all these benefits whilst I can.
What's your 22 now?
22. 22.
How's it feel being 22?
22 is nice.
I love that though.
22.
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily feel like I'm 22.
Yeah.
It's like one of those days where I'm like, oh, it's just a normal kind of like birth.
Just feels
celebrating.
Feels like any other day. Yeah.
Exactly, and it's okay. I like that. I don't want to feel old. When I turned 20, I had a midlife crisis.
Yeah.
Like there was a good minute where I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. I'm 22.
No, when I turned 20, I mean, I was like, oh my god, I'm 2 decades. What? I'm not a child anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fun fact, I never really liked orange.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, this is not an orange. This is a
it's
tangerine.
similar.
Yeah, but so different. I like it. So, what do you think of the plum wine?
What do you think about the plum wine?
Well,
I've got plum wine for so many
fair.
times.
I like it. It reminds me of that German drink I mentioned earlier today. But it's nice. Yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah, again, plum wine to me, it's a enjoyable alcohol. What's funny is I'm I'm starting to consider subscribing to like a plum. Like Choya is a really good plum wine company.
Yeah.
Planning to subscribe to them and get one every month.
Yeah.
It feels like an adult. Yeah.
How much is that subscription?
I don't know. I never looked into it, but it sounds good. And
Yeah.
talking about plum wine, actually, I've had a fair share of good experience with it.
Yeah.
Never a bad one. Always enjoyed it.
Yeah. No, it's nice. I like it. It's a different type of wine, but
Yeah.
it's nice.
It's not your typical fruity, fruity wine, right?
Well, it's so fruity because
Yeah.
it's plums, but
it's not like
sweeter.
You get what I mean?
It's
yeah.
very sweet. Yeah.
So it's funny because I had a couple of good stories with plum wine.
Yeah.
I'm talking about it like it's a good relationship. My first
You love your plum wine.
Yeah, my first kind of encounter
Yeah.
is actually someone's dad recommended to me.
Okay.
I was in Japan and my first solo trip in Japan. I stayed over at a friend's. I talked about this before.
Yeah.
And one time we were at a restaurant. His mom downed about 5 pints of fucking beer all at once.
5 pints.
5 pints. And his dad, we went home that night. The dad's like, would you like some plum wine that I made myself?
Yeah.
He literally soaked it for like a good year.
Oh wow.
And that shit, like,
it
hits-
takes time though to make good stuff.
It hits so strong, but like I've experienced heaven on that night. Whew. It was one of my best nights because we stayed up till 1 a.m. playing Mario Kart on the Wii
Okay.
with plum.
Have you ever made plum wine yourself?
No, I'm actually considering, but plum only comes in season. I don't know when.
Yeah, it's only in season.
It's a seasonal thing, yeah.
Is it end of summer?
I'm not sure actually.
Okay.
I'll need to
I
find
feel
the
like it's
facts
the end
for
of
it.
summer or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, make some plum wine.
I will when I go back home.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Aiden. I love you, but one time I bought like brown sugar plum wine.
Yeah.
Kind of a weird combo. I did buy it and I didn't like it, so I told Aiden I bought it from Japan and it's for him.
So you gave it to him.
I gave it to him because I don't like it.
Wow. Good job.
I love you if you're listening.
Poor
out there.
Aiden. I don't know if Aiden's listening, but
Yeah.
yeah, miss Aiden. Aiden was a good friend of us in Crown.
He didn't die. Okay, you said it
What
like
do
he
you mean?
died.
No,
Aiden was a good friend of ours.
Aiden
We miss him.
Aiden is a good friend of ours, and he's moved now.
We've missed him. He was a good friend of ours.
No, I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah.
I meant it like he's no longer in Norwich.
He's no longer with us.
I mean, he's literally no longer with us, but he's no longer in Norwich. Why are you laughing like that?
I don't know, it's just the way you say it at the beginning.
Sorry, I'm very serious.
Okay. We love you, Aiden.
Yeah, we do.
No, back to plum wine, the more important topipic.
Rather than Aiden.
So I went to a plum wine festival this year.
Yeah.
My first adult, well, like not adult festival, but first time I felt a bit more mature.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting event. In Japan, they really love to get you to drink and you forget about your worries.
Yeah.
I was in not in a bar, but like a diner place, and you order on an iPad. I ordered like a couple of plum wine that night, and I went to a few matsuris, which is like summer festivals, and you get like plum wine as well from different vendors. But I specifically went to a plum wine festival in Japan.
Yeah.
So my friend told me, let's go to this thing, and I'm like, oh, let's go. Yeah, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Thanks to her, I wouldn't be able to find out these kind of stuff because it's quite a local thing. There's only like two white dudes there who was probably tagging along with some other person, right?
Yeah.
But and you get the ticket and you go in. You get, I think, about 15 tokens per person.
Okay.
And the system is quite interesting. You get different plum wines.
Yeah.
Each plum wine has a different value. So 1 token ranging to 7 tokens for.
Okay.
And you get like this little shot glass thing, like a little plastic cup, like really tiny, right?
Yeah.
You could use your tokens and taste test the plum wine you want. If you like it, you can ask them to buy the whole bottle back.
Okay.
So I didn't intend to buy any back because I could buy it in Hong Kong anyways. And
How many did you buy?
I didn't buy. I tasted all. I didn't buy any.
You said that as if you like didn't plan to buy stuff, but then you bought stuff.
Oh, okay.
That's why I asked, because it sounded like you.
The thing is, I was worried about how heavy.
Oh.
And you know, knowing me, like one time I was 7 kilos.
Wow.
Like above the luggage limit. I had to shove that 7 kilos on my hand carry.
Oh wow.
My back was straining, but that's the thing. I didn't want to, because I could technically buy it in Hong Kong anyways. Like So there was so many. There was about 5 or 4 different sections.
Okay.
Ranging like there's a cloudy.
Yeah.
Well, plum wine in Japanese is umeshu. Okay. So it actually says here umeshu.
Okay.
So yeah, like there's cloudy ones, which is more like you get the actual fruit in there.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of
like not purified.
No.
Yeah.
But you get a bunch of weird flavors. Like there's one there, it's like banana. There's one that's banana alcohol. It tastes like banana milk. I don't know. Have you ever tried banana milk?
No, I haven't.
It sounds like a weird concept, but it actually kind of works though. It does. It's a Korean drink. It's really popular.
Weird, like when you told me banana ketchup was a thing. Yeah. Like I've never heard of that, and I don't know if that would taste good. But yeah, doesn't matter.
Well, banana milk tastes good. Like banana as a artificial flavor, it doesn't work. Yeah. But banana milk kind of works.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah, I tried banana. It honestly just tasted like banana milk to me.
Okay.
An alcohol season. I've also tried oolong flavor plum wine. Yeah. Which is weird because it actually straight up tastes like tea. Okay. A tea alcohol.
Yeah.
It is weird. Weenie, you think it'd work?
I think it worked. There's a tea company in Norwich that like is partnered with a beer company, and they do like tea infused beer.
Okay.
So that's why I'm saying it.
Have you tried it?
No, I haven't. I want to, but like, yeah.
I mean,
it sounds like it could work.
Yeah. What else? There's really weird ones. Like there's honey one, which really worked out. Yeah. I didn't like the brown sugar, but I really like the honey one. Yeah. And what's kind of cool is they listed their root, like Japan. They love their pride, obviously. Yeah. So in front of their own alcohol, they have a banner. Not a banner, but it listed on which year it won the umeshu competition. Yeah. Okay. So you get the 2022. This one won first place. Yeah. Okay. So I tried quite a lot of like top tier ones, which are more like that worth more token, obviously. Yeah. But towards the end, like I had about 7 tokens, and I'm like, I cannot drink more than 2 shots anymore. Yeah. Given this is 1 p.m. by the way.
Oh, 1 p.m. Wow, you drank a lot.
Okay. Yeah. I think because our plan was we would share each shot. Yeah. Just to us 3. Yeah. We would share samples. So in total we have like 30 something value of tokens, but we would share. But towards the end I'm like, okay, let's just get the high value ones so we can finish it off. And there was one where the name is literally called King Umeshu. But then I documented this whole thing in my Japanese vlog. Yeah. But I tasted it, and I remember I said, it doesn't really taste king to me. It was one of the not as good ones to me. Yeah. Okay. So it was a really wonderful experience. At the end of the day, it was insightful. I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah. Do you think coming on to our next topic, like with plum wine, do you think there are scammers out there that kind of try and use plum wine to scam you? So like sell you really bad plum wine for a really high price?
There was always these cheap products. Yeah. Which gets sold because of what it is. Yeah. But I mean eBay, when you look at it, eBay, pretty popular method of like telling you it's one thing, but it's actually low quality. Yeah. I mean, like, I wouldn't call it scamming. It's just overhyping it, like the king thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Talking about scamming though. Yeah. One of my friends today had quite an unfortunate experience.
Really?
Yeah.
She got scammed, or?
Yeah, they got scammed a good couple of £100.
Oh wow, that's a lot of money to lose.
I heard a couple of cases actually.
Yeah.
So, sorry, I'm just speaking whilst I have like a piece of tangerine in my mouth on my left cheek. Yeah, I've heard. I got scammed twice.
Yeah.
Not a pleasant experience, obviously.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
I've heard a lot of experience that's worse than mine, and
okay.
I kind of feel bad because I'll tell you my story first.
Yeah.
So one time I got scammed, and I didn't lose any money. This one, I lost my social media. Like I lost my Instagram account and my Facebook account.
Yeah.
So
is that's not really a scam? That's just a hack.
yeah, a hack.
Yeah.
I'll still finish the story. So
Yeah,
I was
no.
These like scammers, they really like to trick you out of kindness, right?
Yeah.
What happened in my case was this one girl I was familiar with reached out to me, say, oh, help her to vote on like a competition she entered.
Yeah.
And I remember she saying that her account was hacked, but I didn't remember which account because she made a new one to tell people, but I didn't bother. Like I didn't read into it at the time.
Yeah.
So she sent me this link, say, oh, and then you can only register it with your Instagram account. So you go into this link, there's a dodgy, and then you log in, right?
Yeah.
You log in, and then it will have a message pop up saying, oh, fail, didn't work.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then I tried using my Facebook, which again failed. And I told her, I said, oh, it didn't work. Next thing I know, I got locked out of my accounts.
Oh wow. Okay. Do you think it had something to do with her or what?
Well, again, this is not scam, but on the topic of hackers,
Yeah.
these people use trust as a key.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And they latch on to one person so they can spread. I specifically told everyone to not interact with me on my other account, which is my photography account.
Yeah.
Which I didn't log in at the time.
Yeah.
I remember I quickly texted Elise saying, do not interact with my main account.
Yeah.
And she thought, because it sounded off, because it doesn't sound like me.
Yeah.
And I tell her pretty much everything of what's going on.
Yeah.
And randomly out of nowhere, I joined, like, me joining this influencer competition just sounds really fucking weird, right?
Yeah. It's not you.
So I told her, I said, do not interact with me. It's a scam. It's a hacker.
Yeah.
And then, because I just looked at the conversations of my main account and her.
Yeah.
And they follow this dialogue.
Okay.
Of like stuff like to say to potential people that's gonna get hacked.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I was quite desperate to a point where I'm willing to screenshot all my posts and follow all the people from my account and make a new account.
Yeah.
But I didn't do that. I tried every day, and it's like Meta, they're quite ass with their customer service because I like to do a lot of research when I'm in a pinch.
Yeah.
I've heard multiple stories, some saying, oh, you need a Meta Quest to like reach out to actual customer service because Facebook doesn't have an actual customer service. Yeah. So you have to purchase this and then tell them, oh, blah, blah, blah. Some worked and some didn't work. Yeah. Like I was looking on a lot of stories about, like on a lot of videos on the topic as well. Yeah. And the usual method is for Instagram, let's just say. You gotta do this kind of face verification thing. Okay. So what you do is you enter like a backup email. You like preferably if you have photos in your account, that will be helpful because then you scan your face like left, right, up, down.
Yeah, and then you approve.
Yeah. I think it's AI, I'm pretty sure. And then you get logged into your account. Yeah. And then you get it back. But that's the initial step. Yeah. There's a lot of things I had to like go through because I actually successfully logged that back to my Facebook. But for the Facebook one, it's different. Yeah. You have to upload your passport in order to log back in. Okay. That matches your name, right? Yeah. So this hacker was quite smart. Well, that's their protocol. They basically log in, remove all your actual details like your email, phone, blah, blah, blah. Change your password to something else. And I remembered them, like I logged in with my Facebook once and then I got it. I was like, oh yeah, thank God.
Yeah.
But in not even 10 minutes, he regained like.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because there's something called two-factor authorization or something like that.
Authentication.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you basically there's an extra layer of security.
Yeah.
I remember he probably set it up before I did. So I unfortunately got my account taken away. And to be fair, I don't use Facebook a lot. The only reason why I really want it back is, well, for the memories, first of all. Second of all, my games are tied to my Facebook.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, but I still wanted to get control back.
Yeah, of course.
Is it identity theft? I think it's kind of.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So I kept trying and I kept researching on how to do. And apparently, you have to really. This is about speed. You got to fight with the hacker in terms of speed.
Yeah.
So I got my account back now, obviously, but the things I have to go through was quite drastic. So I have to wake up at a specific time because I don't know if this dude is in London or Nigeria.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because or in America, because on the pop-up page it shows you, there's an unfamiliar account that popped up.
Yeah.
Try to log in, blah blah blah. So and it was in different locations,
time zones. Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure the dude used multiple email accounts as well to log into both my accounts.
Yeah.
So what I did was, I actually got my Instagram back first. So what I did was, I keep trying the face thing for a month and it didn't work out. Every time it would say, error.
Okay.
And then one time I decided, okay, I'll try again.
Yeah.
It sent through and I was like, okay, shoot, it worked.
Yeah.
So in the same day, and I remember I was drinking Copperberg at the time, so I can't really focus hard. I was drinking cider. But it went through. So what I did immediately was, okay, I need to think of changing my password and kicking other unfamiliar accounts and any kind of phone number. And I need to change everything, basically. I need to kick them out. So I did that. Once I logged back in, I changed my account. I changed my password. I kicked out any unfamiliar accounts tied to because they can log in through another email, another Instagram, Instagram. So I kicked them out. And I got access back. Same with the Facebook one, actually. I had to upload my ID, but at first I was kind of scared because I did it on the laptop. And they asked for specific pixel sizes as well. So I did that, submitted. Oh, worked out. Again, that's the same thing. And I logged it out. I remember halfway through the month, I was still trying. Yeah. The dude emailed me saying, oh, you seem to... Yeah, the hacker.
Oh, wow.
He emailed me 3 times saying, oh, you really want your account back, right?
Oh, wow.
It's easy. I just want some Bitcoin. Give it back to me. Like, it's scary when you think about it.
Yeah.
But I wasn't that desperate enough because I didn't want to make him think that I'm vulnerable. Yeah. So I just didn't reply at all. But he did 2 follow-up emails trying to threaten me.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it's quite an experience, really. But now,
that doesn't sound great.
Now I've learned, more kind of cybersecurity. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
With your personal information, don't just... Because it's so easy now. Apple Pay, all you have to do is scan your face and then you're able to pay. But you gotta be really careful when it comes to these kind of stuff because you don't want to...
Also just having different passwords for different accounts.
Yeah.
Because as soon as a hacker has one password, if you use the same account or same password for different accounts, he has access to all your accounts and that's pretty bad. So that's something I've done is make a different account make a different password for each account.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then moving on to the scam bit actually.
Yeah.
I got scammed and it's not a huge amount. I got scammed £90.
Okay.
Yeah, I was actually looking for a VR headset on the Facebook Market.
Yeah.
Which is an untrustworthy place now to me.
Yeah.
It's dead to me. But what happened was this woman was selling it for 90 quid. Okay. No, 120 quid. And I was like, okay, seems legit. And because the thing itself is, I don't know what the original price is. It's quite it's 300-ish or 400.
Is it the Meta Quest?
Yeah.
So I think something like that.
So I thought, okay, her story was, I won it in a kind of a lottery thing. Yeah. So I got it and don't use it anymore. And then she listed, pet friendly, no smoking, those kind of stuff. So I think, okay, seems legit. I'll contact this girl.
Yeah.
We talked, like, I saw her, the location said Norwich, but like it's kind of weird because like she also said that, oh, my address is from London.
Oh, okay.
So what happened was she told me, oh, send me the stuff and I'll post it tomorrow. And send me the money and I'll post it tomorrow. By the way, I was really I was skeptical, kind of. But I wasn't thinking much because with these kind of stuff, you really don't know. You just gotta,
it's a gamble.
Exactly. So sometimes I've sent money and the thing actually came, obviously. But again, this is Facebook Market. It's kind of like there's no like buyer's protection like eBay or stuff like that. So I unfortunately sent the £90 and she never replied me at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I ended up
a scam.
I ended up going to the bank and telling, like, I just reported as action fraud. Have you heard of it?
Yeah.
So I reported as an actual case first, just to make sure there's a record and it's a legit case. I'm not just bullshitting.
Yeah.
And then I went to my bank and supposedly I think there's a scheme, right, where the banks reimburse fraud victims.
Yeah.
But then I went to the bank 3 times. There was 3 different answers.
Yeah.
So the first one was like, oh, the dude told me to give up.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because
that's not very helpful.
I've done a lot of research, by the way, about this, and they're like, oh, well, you did it voluntarily, so you won't be able to get the money back. And then the second time I went, and then this dude actually sat down at the laptop and typed like everything and like did everything with me because he was telling me that he had a similar kind of issue but with someone else before.
Yeah.
And so he was really helpful. He helped me through, typed my case down, and he said, oh, expect your money to come through in maybe 2 weeks and stuff.
Okay.
After 2 weeks, I was just kind of like going back. I was like, oh, is this person here? I would like to talk to them. And then I raised my case. And then the other dude was like, oh, sorry, I don't think you're going to get your money back, which, it's not really helpful, right?
Yeah, no. And especially them being from the bank saying that.
Yeah. So... And then surprisingly, after a week of them saying that again, like I received the money back.
Oh, okay.
But it's kind of
so
like
you got the £90.
I got the £19 back. Like to some people, that's not a lot of money. Like £90 and £90, but every penny.
It is a lot of money.
Every penny matters to me. So you can imagine how, bummed I was and how scary it was to me.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the lesson from that is just be careful with who you trust and be careful out there. Make sure to change your passwords.
I've heard a worst case. This mother actually, her WhatsApp got hacked.
Okay.
And WhatsApp, you'd think it's kind of secure and like Instagram and stuff, but her WhatsApp got hacked, and she was her sister's WhatsApp got hacked, and her sister contacted her saying, I really need money.
Yeah.
And because I guess they have some back and forth like stuff, but she, at the time when it's a familiar one, you wouldn't really think of anything, right? They're your family. You're supposed to trust them.
Yeah.
And you would never know if you're talking to the actual person.
Yeah.
So what happened was they sent the sister £2,000.
Okay.
But just never to be seen again.
Wow, okay.
2,000, that's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
And actually, now that I remembered, when I was paying my tuition, when my mom was paying my tuition fee to a school, to my high school.
Yeah.
Apparently we got scammed as well. And I think that was like £30,000.
30.
I don't remember the exact digit. It was either 3,000 or 30,000.
Oh wow!
But still, like when we're
That's
up to
a lot of money.
when we're up to the it's a tuition, right?
Yeah.
So I'm guessing £3,000.
Yeah, 30,000 seems like a lot.
I think it's £3,000. Yeah. But like still, like we just got scammed, and the bank they can't do anything.
No, of course, yeah.
But like these scammers, like they can come from anywhere.
Yeah, it's crazy. I every now and then I get some scam calls.
Yeah.
On my phone call, and the way I started dealing with them is I thought about like the best way to screw with them, the best way to hurt them is to waste their time. So what I do is I say like, oh, just 1 second, put myself on mute, just have them wait.
Oh.
And that wastes their time because for them time is money, right? They get paid by the hour or whatever. Often it's scam callers from in India or something. And then after a while, they're like, "Oh, are you still there?" And then I unmute myself. I'm like, "Oh yeah, just doing one thing. Just 1 second, please." Put myself back on mute. And my dad actually also did this, which I found kind of funny.
See, I would love to do that, but there's always a scary thing that, because like, I don't know, my mom told me never to even pick them up because like the moment they get through with the phone, they know it's you, or they can use your phone number to, you know, do stuff to you.
But
I don't know.
But then again, by doing that, they might also be like, "Oh, don't call this guy. He's just gonna waste your time."
Yeah.
Because I'm not that stupid. Like,
it's just scary to be how they can access so many ways, you know.
Yeah, it is quite scary. You definitely gotta be careful with scam callers, but
yeah, but you know, you learn from experience. Like,
yeah, exactly.
It hurts, but these things are inevitable.
Yeah, exactly. There are scammers out there, and that's the truth, and it's shit. But yeah,
I hope everyone out there who gets scammed, you know, just be careful.
Yeah, please be careful, guys, and make sure you take the right precautions. Make sure you have different passwords for different accounts.
Think twice before you do something. Like if you're hesitant, then probably you should, you know, ask for some verification.
Exactly.
Just something.
Yeah, exactly.
Again,
no,
like
that's some good advice.
These people can be smart. Like, you know, they can like that thing in front of you is so tempting to.
Yeah.
But that's obviously a way that they can get you.
Yeah.
So just be careful.
Anyway, I think let's call it a night. This was a good episode, good deep conversations.
Yeah.
I mean, ethics, childbirth, and now scammers and hackers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we'll see you guys again next week Friday. For our next episode 6. Well, 6
Thanks
weeks.
for tuning in as well.
Yeah, thank you, and have a good evening or a good day wherever you are, whenever you're listening to this.
Mm-hmm.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.